Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
I've got an extra special treat for the chickens this morning. These are grass clippings from my father-in-law's backyard. They really like them.
I'm not pig.
So here's our task for the day. These pigs have been in this paddock behind me here for 2.5 months, and they've got 150 by 150 feet back here, which is lots and lots of space, but they've been out here for a very long time, and it's getting to the point where it's starting to smell bad, having some fly issues as well. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna move them kind of slightly over and closer towards the house in a slightly smaller paddock. We're gonna get them set up there, we're gonna worm them, and I hope probably that'll be the last spot they're moved to before they move to the great paddock in the sky. And to be honest, I really don't have a solid plan laid out to do all this, but we'll just see what happens. The first thing I want to do is move their electric fencing up one loop here, and that's because this was put in when the pigs were much shorter. I want to make sure that this is kind of closer to nose level, because I'm going to leave this going while we take down this netting and move it around. Well, good morning, Sue. How are you? I shouldn't have petted him. Now I've got a following. That's got that. Let's turn the box back on and we'll start moving fence. Actually, let's go ahead and weigh them so we know their progress, and we also know how much worm medication to give them. I just weighed our largest pig out here by measuring. He came out to 159.9 pounds. Just 10 days ago, he measured in at 128 pounds. I really kind of doubt he's gained 31 pounds in 10 days. That seems really excessive. So I don't know how accurate this method is, but I would bet you that he is 150, roughly, maybe a little bit more at this point. So really, really good growth on these pigs. Now, let's get to the fun part of moving this fence around. All right, well, here's the moment of truth. We're gonna see how much respect these pigs have for one single electric wire. I hope it's a lot. Okay, I didn't film a lot of that because it's a lot to film and do that at the same time, but at this point I've got the 3 electric netting lengths up. I wasn't planning on doing but 2, but I figured I'd do 3. I just like for them to have a lot of space. The netting is up. They have respected the single wire in here, and they've also got 5 gallons of dewormer out here / water supply and a small supply of food. And I'm hoping those 2 things will keep them satisfied until I can get the electric wire strung in this paddock as well. So let's see if we can get them moved. We'll go ahead and turn this off and open up a little spot for them to get through. Move this on out a little. Basically what I did is I just kind of moved that electric strand to their backside right there, and I'm kind of just waiting on them to come on. Hey, no, y'all are going the wrong way. Go back, go back, go back. Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. You too, go back. Go back. All right, good. They seem to be really, really nervous about being in a new spot, and I'm pretty nervous too. I'm ready for that wire to be in there. Oh, man. They're too busy rooting to think about getting out, it looks like. Although I don't want to speak too soon, I haven't got the wire up yet. Looks like we're about to have a pretty serious thunderstorm, and I'm nowhere near done. I'm not sure that thing's gonna hold up. I'm struggling to get a good test on camera, but trust me, the fence is hot, and I feel a lot better now. Get these corners braced. The stakes that come with these electric nettings right here are really not much good, but these old logs in the woods make pretty decent corner braces. And we can't forget about the cornerstone of this whole operation, the automatic feeder. We managed to miss the first thunderstorm, but I think we're not going to miss this next one, and I don't want this food to get wet, so we need to hurry. We'll go ahead and move the feeder while the tractor's sitting in the shed. It started raining and I don't want that feed to get wet. I don't know how much I'll be able to save out of this tire. I think they primarily eat the fresh stuff that falls out of the barrel on the top, which leaves the, what's down on the bottom of the tire here. There's no telling how old that is. Yeah, I think I'll put it in a bucket and just dump it in the pen somewhere and let them eat it if they want it. Eesh. Change of plans. I think I'm gonna just waste all of this because some of this that was kind of up under the barrel really looks bad, possibly even some mold in this. And it's a lot to waste, but the pigs are just doing so good this year. I would hate to cause some kind of a problem with moldy feed. It's just not worth it. Yeah, I bet there's a good 30 plus pounds of feed in here that's going to waste. That's a shame. Here's what was on the very bottom. You see the color difference there? That's what feed really should look like right there, even though that's not the best either. But that right there is rough looking. I don't feel bad about getting rid of this. Well guys, it looks like I'm gonna have to hire a good cameraman because there was just no way that I could do all of that stuff in the rain and film at the same time. Plus the camera obviously can't get wet, but that was a mess. But we got the pigs settled in, and I think they're gonna be okay. They've got their barrel feeder in here, so they've got access to free choice feed. I gave up on that because they were using it as a scratching post and knocked it over. I think I must have had it mounted better last time I did that because it worked last time, but not this time. So their dewormer is in their regular drinking water now, and that should take care of that. I think I'm gonna move to some kind of an IV dewormer like ivermectin or something like that, because putting it in the drinking barrel is extremely wasteful because you have to put the dewormer in the entire half barrel or so, and it's just super wasteful. They don't drink down what's below the nipple, and you end up wasting a ton of dewormer. They've also got both of their shelters out here, so they'll be good from the weather. And they've just generally been having a really good time out here exploring the new place and rooting in new places that they have never rooted before, finding new grubs. Y'all having a good time? What do you have? Is that angle iron? Piece of channel iron. And the chickens have done a number on these grass clippings out here. They really enjoy them. The pigs took a lot more time than I thought, and it's about supper time, so I'm gonna have to get on my next and a little bit less pleasant project in the morning. This is a truckload of insulation that has got to go up in our new ceiling tomorrow. I was wrong. It turns out my next project is helping my uncle with a tree down across his road. Is that a little better?
That is a heap better.
Good. Well guys, that is going to do it for this video. I really appreciate you watching. I had planned to open a box that our friends at Vivor sent us, but I'll try to save that maybe for the next video. They sent us something pretty cool that's going to help us out with our meat processing endeavors for the year, and we'll check that out on the next one. But this was some really good progress on the living room here. This is one of the things that I've been working on for a very long time, or waiting on for a very long time. We kind of almost foolishly, I guess, took the insulation out about 3 months ago, and it was okay during the winter months when it wasn't all that cold, it wasn't all that hot. We had pretty mild temperatures, but when it started getting hot, that's when problems obviously started happening. So we put insulation on the roof, on the tin on the inside, and this was the main show right here, putting the stuff on the inside. It's no fun living in a house that's not fully insulated, and this is going to go a long way to helping us to conserve a lot of energy here. I'm very much looking forward to getting clean too. This stuff is fairly nasty, but it's not that bad. This is Knauf, K-N-A-U-F insulation. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it or not, but Home Depot stuff. And I remember taking the Owens Corning out of the ceiling, and granted it was put in back in the late 70s, but it was just a cloud of fiberglass. Taking that stuff out, it was just nasty, gross stuff. But this stuff is a fairly low dust. I'm really not all that itchy, a little bit, but not bad. Really not that bad, and I think it's going to go a long way to helping us conserve some energy here. Next step on the house is starting to put boards up. I got to find some dead wood to put on the corners up here, so I've got places to mount the ends of the ceiling boards. But besides that, yeah, we're almost ready to put some boards up here. And this window that you see behind me is going to be replaced with 3 smaller windows kind of in a row there, and it's going to need a brand new header up there because it's probably impossible to see from here, but it's starting to sag some, and the window is kind of buckling in. But that window is going to go. We're going to get new windows, brand new header, that kind of stuff. And yeah, really good progress here. And I guess that's all I've got. This was kind of an all over the place video. We moved some pigs, we helped move a tree out of the road, and we put insulation in a house. But I really appreciate you watching, and I will see y'all on the next one.